Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Cooper. Oh, man, am I excited to see you all today. I'm so looking forward to this conversation, and we are going to get right into the good stuff, if that's okay with you guys. By the end of this conversation, I hope that you are feeling a fire under your booty, that you've also been inspired with more mindset related as well as tactical approaches that you can implement right away to accelerate your holiday sales over these next couple of months and hopefully far beyond that. How does that sound, friends? Does that sound good to you? Drop some flames in the comments if you're good with that. And let's get right to this. By the way, as you are tuning in, please say what's up, Coop, in the comments so I know who I'm connecting with today. And if you're catching this on a replay, drop hashtag replay in the comments below. Tag your power partners, tag your business builders, tag your teams, share it with your teams. We're going to have a great conversation. And anybody that's building business and wants to capitalize at a time of year where people are already in their buying habits, they're already going to be making purchases, friends. Why not make them from your business? Why not partner with you so that they can have an amazing customer experience? And for some of you, maybe you'll even acquire some business partners over these next couple months. So in any event, if for those of you that I'm just meeting for the first time, I'm so happy to connect with you. Really honored to spend this time with you. My name is Jen Cooper. Everybody calls me Coop. Here's a virtual fist pump or a high five. If this is the first time that we are meeting, this is going to be so much fun. And this is really my favorite time of year. I do feel that by the end of this, you guys are going to remember something I've implemented for a very long time. I call it my 3 G's to win the day. And literally, I take these 3 G's and I just douse some gasoline on them during the holiday sales season so that I'm on point, so that I'm bringing my A game, so I'm showing up for my best for my audience, for my current customers, for my team, for my clients. I literally just douse gasoline all over it during the holiday sales season. And, you know, to share with you guys a bit about where this stemmed from and about who I am, a little bit about my story. I've been the last 8.5 years, I have been in the glorious world of network marketing, the greatest profession on earth, creating more options for people than, in my opinion, any other opportunity on earth. Would you guys agree? I mean, drop I agree in the comments if you're with me, okay? Because it really is true. And once I caught that vision, I really couldn't let go of it. But you know, even prior to my last 8.5 years, and by the way, I have built 2 6-figure businesses, a coaching business on its way to 6 figures as well, over the last 8.5 years. And prior to that, some of the knowledge and the skill sets that I brought into the network marketing place stemmed from my career in specialty pharmaceuticals and high-end medical devices. And believe it or not, also my role as a group fitness instructor. It literally, like what I'm going to share with you today, literally, I take these success principles and I have used them over the course of all my entire career. Everything I've excelled at, I've had these 3 G's at the heart of it. And I hope that you'll take this with you too, so that you can achieve what it is that you want to out there, whatever it is. And I want to also let you know that while I have had, I've been very blessed in the network marketing profession. I was also in the top 1% of the medical companies that I worked for about 13 years. And I will tell you that in case you're thinking, oh, she must just be good at that, it must just be in her nature, you know, she seems comfortable on camera. I want to take you back to a place where this all originated. Okay. You know, I learned was anybody else have a little difficulty in school out there? Like when you were growing up, were you the person that just talked too much in class? Because that was me. I found it really difficult to pay attention to things that I just couldn't see practically why I needed to learn about the Pythagorean theorem. Like I didn't get it. I didn't understand why that was necessary of my time, energy, and attention, other than the fact that I needed to get the paper that said you made it through high school, right? But make no mistake, both in high school and in college, I learned at a very young age that, things that seemed really easy for other people, and just seemed like most people got it, I just didn't. Like I needed to find ways to simplify what seemed fairly easy for most people. Again, I didn't do well in school. I graduated late. And if I'm being honest, I'd probably rather binge watch One Tree Hill for the 10th time on Netflix. Does anybody else have like a guilty pleasure out there? What's your guilty pleasure? That if you were left to your own devices, you'd probably binge that rather than be doing your work. Okay. If I didn't have these 3 G's at the heart of everything I do, it would be very easy for me to be distracted. So I went from a place of where I wasn't getting great grades. I wasn't really making a whole lot happen. And even when I got into the medical field, I still was losing. I was losing for about at least 6 months. They put me on a performance plan, which is basically HR speak for, this girl isn't closing any business. Like we got to can her. And I literally instilled these principles and went on to close in my entire career, up to this day, over 20 million in personal sales. Okay. And it's not because I was really smart and because like I knew how to do hard things. That was definitely not the reason. Now you know. Now you know. We're clear. A circle of trust here, friends. I'm being vulnerable. But it's because I disciplined these things to win repeatedly. And they were very easy to remember. So here we go. Are you guys ready? Let's get into these 3 G's, okay? To help you crush your typical day and help you amplify what you're going to do, capitalizing on the holiday sales season. Does that sound good? Drop a let's do it, Coop. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Number 1, the first G is to get up. Guys, I know what it feels like to wonder if what you're doing is making a damn bit of difference at all. I know that when, a customer has an unpleasant experience and they say that, your product sucks or, and a teammate quits and, distractions are setting in and maybe the momentum is kind of like, it's like sinking a bit. I know what that feels like to wonder if you should just give up. Is it going to be worth it at all? And I just want to implore you to remember that every time you feel like it's time to give up, I promise that means it's time to get up. And over these next couple months, there are times in our business where we are on cruise control, doing our daily minimums and our daily standards. And if you're not doing that, speaking of daily standards, I'm going to share with you something that I'm going to be rolling out in the near future. If you are someone that doesn't quite have daily standards, that isn't quite sure how to make this all work, how to make this business work, and inside your crazy, chaotic life, maybe you're working full time, maybe you're managing all the kiddos at home, however you're working this business, if you've ever wondered, gosh, if I squeeze it in over the nooks and crannies of my day, it's leaving me feeling a little stressed out. Like I'm feeling like I'm just scattered all over the place. If that's you, drop hashtag DMO in the comments, please, because I want to help you. I want to help you master a successful daily method of operation that leaves you feeling, leaves your bank account nice and generous, but more importantly, leaves you feeling happy and fulfilled with what you're doing day in and day out. So I know, so there are times, going back to the training, there are times when we have to force ourselves to get up, because there are times that we are riding our standards and there's times that we are running there. And we're not always sprinting, guys. We're not always on a sprint. During the holiday sales season, I would encourage you to get up and lace up your shoes. Lace up your shoes. Drop the little, the running person emoji. Drop that in the comments right now, because it's time to run, friends. It's time to get up. And it starts with brainwashing yourselves in the first 20 minutes of your day. When you wake up and open your eyes, the first 20 minutes of your day, I want you to brainwash yourselves. And what do I mean by this? I want you to almost think of it as tightening your armor from the inside out before your day even begins. And I'll tell you why it's worth it. Because when you have a gratitude journal and a gratitude practice at the first thing that you do every day, if you've got personal development that you do every single day, if you've got exercise that you do every single day, I would encourage you to do it first thing. And I'll tell you why. Our noggins, your brain, is most impressionable from a clinical standpoint. It's clinically proven the first 20 minutes of the day. So I would encourage you to not check your phone, to not open up your email, to not open up your text messages, to not jump into Messenger, to not jump on social media when you first wake up, because immediately what you're doing is getting into reaction mode. Question: would you rather be reacting to things on the defense in your business, or would you rather be proactive on the offense every single day by getting up and brainwashing yourselves the first 20 minutes of every single day? Guys, increasing your confidence and your self-belief is an inside job. And I promise you, when you keep that promise to yourself to get up and get those personal tasks done to build yourself from the inside out, very first thing, I promise you're going to notice a difference in your day and your production. Cha-ching. Yeah, you're going to notice a change within 7 days. I promise you this. All right. No snooze buttons. Drop in the comments the snooze button of death. That's what I call it. The no snooze buttons of death, okay? No hitting the snooze. All right. Number 2, as we are getting ready for the 3 G's to crush this holiday season, we're going to get up. We're going to get dressed. Get dressed, y'all. Get dressed. Now, listen, I know that we joke that we are like the yoga pants CEO type of business, that we can literally do our business, in our underpants, from like the waist up, right? Like that we can do it in our pajamas. We can do it on the beach. We can do it from the school pickup line. We can do it from anywhere. But here's the thing. When I think about back in my medical sales days, I literally couldn't imagine walking into a meeting with a surgical team, with a chief of surgery, with materials management and the purchasing department. I couldn't imagine walking in to a meeting without clean pressed scrubs, nice clean pressed scrubs, or wearing a suit. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and wear a suit, okay? I'm literally not even I'm wearing, in efforts to show up for you and feel my personal best, I'm actually wearing, I'm wearing leggings right now, but they're my good leggings. They're the leggings that I feel good in. Because you guys, you have to equate this to like what I just told you about medical sales. What about athletes? What does an athlete wear when they suit up to go to a game? Right? What do they wear? They are in uniform. They are ready. They are in the zone. When you get dressed to show up for work over these holiday months, and preferably beyond that, I want you thinking, not how do I look good for people, but how can I get dressed so that I feel good for me intentionally? I wore these earrings today for you. Well, not for you, for this with you, but I wore them for me because they're pretty and I feel good in them. And I wanted to show up for you to give you my A game and it all starts with us. Can you drop in the comments, guys? The buck stops with me, because it does. It always stops with you. So when you are talking to your prospects and you are releasing your holiday sales and your promos and the free products or the free shipping or whatever it is your company's offering, I want you to suit up in a way that feels good to you so that you're ready to bring your A game, and so that you're able to transfer a good energy to your audience and to your potential customers, as well as potential business partners. Friends, we cannot transfer to people that which we don't believe ourselves. It's so important to actually get dressed, and don't do it for someone else. Do it for you so that you feel amazing. Because think about it. Here's another example. When you go to the gym, do you feel better? Ladies, I'm going to ask the ladies, even though there might be some fellas, I'm going to ask the ladies for a minute. Do you wear like the ratty sweatpants with like the hole in the crotch and it's like ripping on the side? Do you feel good in that when you go to the gym to get your workout on, or get your group fitness class on if you're in my class? Do you feel good in that? Or do you feel good showing up and perform better if you got like the cute pants on that like squeeze your booty in all the right places, holding your tummy in all the right places? I mean, what makes you feel better? See what I'm saying? The next couple months, and preferably beyond that, get up and get dressed. You will feel different. You will come across different. All right, number 3. This is a big one, my friends. It's time to get to work. Get up, get dressed, get to work. Drop number 3 in the comments. Get to work in capital letters. I'm going to give you some framework and some great things to focus on as you're getting ready to do the work for the holiday sales season, and hopefully take some of these tactics with you in the future as well, to continue to build on that volume that I know you guys are going to crush these next couple months. Are you ready? Are you here for it? Yes. Okay. So when I think about the holiday season, I want you to think about prepping yourself to up your game. We're going to break this into a few categories, so I hope you got a pen. First, you got to up your intentions. What are we chasing here? Drop in the comments, what is your specific goal that you are setting out to accomplish over this holiday season, okay? And then I want you to ask yourself, what is it going to take? Meaning activity-wise, exposure-wise. How many people do you need to be talking to? How many, pieces of social media content do you need to create? How many live videos are you going to do? How many reels are you going to do? I want you to ask yourself, take your goal and ask yourself, what all specifically is it going to take on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, on a morning to afternoon basis? You see, it's important that we make sure our actions parallel and are congruent with the goal at hand. And we got to set a goal, guys, because here's the deal. Fuzzy targets don't get hit. #amen. Fuzzy targets don't get hit. So what's your goal? What is the dollar amount that you're chasing right now? And what is the reward once you get there? If you are one of those people that chases a goal and says, oh my gosh, when you finally get it, you're like, you're high in the moment, and then kind of just like, dwindles off and then you're on to the next thing. You know what that is? And what I learned about myself too, that deep down is a limiting belief that you don't feel what you're doing is significant enough. So what's the reward, friends? You already said your goal. What's the reward that you will give yourself and maybe your family too? Because they're all part of this process, right? They're all part of our business. In fact, they are our number one customers, is our family. To gain their buy-in, to gain their support. Would you all agree? Who are you doing this for? Most of us will do it for other people before we do it for ourselves. Who are you doing it for? Who are you showing up for this holiday season and far after? Who makes it worth it for you? I want to know specifically. Drop them in the comments so that you're aware and that you give them a voice. Moving on to the next thing that you need to up. You need to up your connections. We got to seek out, you guys, we got to make some new connections. Seek out new friends. Start new conversations. You are professional conversation starters. And you're like, but Coop, where do I find these people? Well, I don't know. On Facebook, there's literally 3 billion users a month on Facebook. That might be a great place to start. All right, friends. And your goal is to find common ground with these people fast, and just don't be a weirdo about it. Your whole objective is to connect with them and learn about them. That is your goal. And don't be weird. Just don't be a weirdo, okay? I mean, you can be kind of weird because we're all kind of weird, but don't be like a total weirdo. Anyways, the next thing, probably the most important thing, it's time to up your tracking. Okay. I prefer during a very critical season, sales season like this, I'm going pen to paper, y'all. I'm going pen to paper. Some of y'all with like hundreds, thousands and thousands in your customer pods, you might want to have an organized Excel document, a jot form, something more organized in that way, because you may have a team helping you. Otherwise, I'm taking it back pen to paper myself. What you're going to do is make specific lists. I want you to make lists of the new friends that you're connecting with so that you can touch on them regularly. Remember, don't be a weirdo. The next list is, has anybody ever had warm, interested people from your past where they were like interested? They were like, yeah, what is it? And you tell them and then they disappeared forever and they didn't buy. You have a lot of those? Put them in a list, because you're going to be reconnecting with them like right now, okay? Warm, interested from the past. The third list that you need to make is excited customers. Who do you have right now that's a customer that's so excited, loves what the product and your service, your opportunity, they're so excited about it. Those people need to go in a list. They will be the fastest to buy and they deserve the red carpet treatment. All right. And the last list is your VIP list, because your marketing is going to be so brilliant. It's going to be so brilliant. You got to be making calls to action. Whoever wants more info, let me hook you up. Would you like to be first to know? These deals won't last. The free shipping is for only a limited amount of time. Once this new flavor, color thing is gone, it's gone for good. Put your hands up in the comments if you would like to be the first to know when the deals drop. You want a VIP list, okay? And focus on what's in it for them. By being on that VIP list, you're going to roll out the red customer care. I literally want you to take such good care of them. Make sure that you are making it so easy for them to say yes, that they want to place an order. All right. So that is your objective. Last but not least, you're going to start collecting pre-orders. All that means is that you're taking your business into your own hands and you're taking any, people waiting in line on the internet, people getting kicked out of line, the internet crashing, because that happens a lot of times during sales seasons, doesn't it? Take that out of take that burden off of your customers or potential customers, people that are about to buy, and offer to do it for them. Collect all the information you need to place the order, and ask them this magic question. Okay, great. How many did you want of that? And literally you can turn one sale into 2 or 3 sales. That's some secret sauce right there, friends. I hope that was helpful for you. You guys, I hope that these 3 G's, the get up, get dressed, go to work, I want you to embody it right now during this holiday sales season and long after. And again, I told you guys, I do have something coming up for those of you that are always trying to find more time in your day. Carve out more time. Where is the time? What do I do with that time? What are the most critical needle movers? The things that move the needle in my business. What are those things? What do I focus on? Where do I plug them into my day? Guys, I remember a time when I had hit my first 6 figures in network marketing, and I was scattered. I was so stressed. I was anxious. I was ignoring my family. I was scattered in the nooks and crannies of my day because that's what was modeled for me. And I'm telling you, no amount of money is worth it. And so I said, if I figure this out and I prove it, if I have proof of concept that this can buy back people's time, if I can do this and buy back my own time, increase my personal sales, and exponentially accelerate my productivity, and bring more joy and fulfillment in my life, more time in options that I've created with more money and more time. I said, if I can figure this out, I'm going to teach people how to do it. And so I'm going to have a workshop coming up, and I'm going to literally be with you via Zoom live together, and I'm going to help you build your own. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to help you create your own daily method of operation that buys you back your time, that increases your sales, and makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I can do this. If that's something that you'd be interested in joining me for, that you want more information, drop hashtag DMO in the comments below. And maybe this was all you needed today, friends, but for those of you that need a little bit more attention and a little bit more together, a little bit more working together, hands-on, I hope to see you or connect with you more about the workshop that I'll be doing. And if not, make sure you drop me a message and let me know how you slayed the holiday sales season. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon.